What's up, guys? This is Brian at WhisperStatus74. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the channel. If this is the first time you're seeing me, please consider liking and subscribing. We are real tech for real people. Today's video will be on the Sony X950H. It is their flagship 4K for this year. It is a full array local dimming LED that I've had for over a month. We've done many videos on it. Special thank you to Value Electronics. Both Wendy and Robert Zahn have lent me this display, which is so kind for them to lend a display to such a small community on YouTube such as ours. Very, very appreciate their help and their kindness. Check out their website. Their gallery is closed in Scarsdale, New York, which is amazing, which I encourage you to visit once everything passes. But their online store is open. Their website is fully functional and ready to sell. They will ship nationwide. They have all types of audio-visual equipment, speakers, receivers, Blu-ray players, displays, wires, cables, you name it, they have it. Give them a call, email them, check out their website. They also have many of the displays that larger stores are dwindling in stock, such as the Z9F. They do have that display in stock. If you want that display, give them a call. Thank you so much to Robert and Wendy Zahn. Amazing people, extremely knowledgeable. The topic of today's video is going to be the X950H as a PC monitor, which has become more and more important these days. 5, 6, 7 years ago, it was actually laughable to use a display as a PC monitor. I did, and the scaling was always hard. I did it on a plasma, primarily for gaming. However, with the manufacturers recognizing the size and the need for 49-inch displays, you're seeing it with LG this year, you're seeing it also with the OLEDs from Sony next year, is to offer their highest end in a very small size for small apartments, which can also double at this size as PC monitors. Yes, we want to have them for gaming, but also the text needs to be clear. It needs to support 4:4 chroma subsampling to be legible when you're going through the menus. That wasn't always super important to me in terms of text. I did play for many years in 4:4. That's something that many of us can debate, but the text needs to be clear in order to use it as a monitor. Many manufacturers have you go into a computer mode or alter the appearance of the display to get into the 4:4 chroma subsampling. You can see a lot of that in ratings.com. When you get to the end of their reviews, they have a whole section on computers and its ability as a PC monitor. A lot of displays that I've had in the past, the Samsungs and even the Vizio recently, I had to go into a whole computer mode, which changed the image drastically. And that does affect not only the PC gaming, but your ability to go through it productivity-wise. What I like about the Sony is literally it's plug and play. It recognized the display right away, no problems at all. It went from my 75-inch 900E to the 49-inch without a problem. But what I like best, and you'll hear me say this throughout the review, is I can stay in every preset. Movie, cinema, doesn't matter. I don't have to lose any of my settings. And after the first 6 or 7 minutes of the video, once I'm done showing you the video control panel, I'm going to go into some old games, which will also show you how important it is to have every setting available, and I'll repeat that several times throughout the video. It is amazing as a monitor, and having these smaller sizes, these displays have to be more versatile than ever, not because random people are using it, because most people are using it for more than just a PC gaming monitor, but for productivity, especially working from home. All right, guys, let's get behind the camera, and we'll show you the NVIDIA control panel. Again, special thank you to Value Electronics. Now here in the NVIDIA control panel, it picks up the Sony, no problem at all. With other manufacturers, I did have to mess around a little bit. Again, changing the color. Here we are at 4K, 60 Hertz. And down here, excuse me, 444, 8-bit, limited. The text is clean, no issues. The way I actually keep my PC most of the time is RGB. You have to apply. Yes. Come back out. Sorry about that. And then you can change this to full, which is how I keep the display. And what's great about that is the text doesn't change. But for other displays, I would have to, in order to make that happen, I would have to switch into computer mode. And to me, that's an extra step. I don't like to have to change it. And for those of you that are into HDR And those of you that are PC gamers, you guys knew that when HDR first came out on Windows, you had to change this every time you played a game. You'd have to go in, change that to 10-bit, and then change this to, you know, you have to change it manually to 422 or 420 to make HDR possible, which was a huge hassle. Sometimes some older games will force HDR, which you have to go back in and disable it. But anyway, that is the text. That's how clear it is. Again, on other manufacturers, I think with LG, it's automatic as well. And Samsung might have changed recently. But I know that back in the day, I had to enable computer in the tab. Samsung, not as bad as the Vizio. The Samsung, it was just changing the HDMI to recognize it. But I still wasn't able to choose all of my game settings. So here we are. We're going to go back in the game. And you will see, oh, sorry about that. You will see picture settings. You will see that really nothing is grayed out. So some of you that like to venture gaming outside of game mode, you can still do that. You can still enable motion interpolation. Some of you like to go into cinema mode or standard. You like to engage motion in games. I know some of you can't stand that, but I like the flexibility and the display being that versatile where none of this stuff is grayed out. Now in game mode, motion is grayed out, but if you wanted to go into other presets, it's all available. That way you can be as flexible as you want with your workflow. The picture doesn't dim, and you can also game to your heart's content and have the exact same features that you have with movies, games, as well as with PC. You know, being here in custom, everything is open. Nothing is blocked. There's your motion settings if you wanted to use them. Clearness, whatever you want to do. And that's the best part for me. And why Sony is always considered very good all around is they tend to be consistent all the way around. And as a monitor, I think they're an awesome choice. We're going to run through a couple of my favorite PC titles, non-HDR. We are just in game mode. But to show you, you do have the ability to go into the other presets if you like. And they're all accessible. For us in game mode, standard game mode, everything else is disabled. Live color is off. Colors at neutral, reality creation is off, all the motion is off, smooth gradation is off. Just a very basic game mode. But again, you can go in and change them. This is Titanfall 2 from Respawn, formerly Infinity Ward. I love this game. Gorgeous on PC. It's gorgeous on Xbox One X as well. But the clarity on PC is absolutely stunning. This game can be found for very cheap. The campaign is only about 6 hours long, but it's one of the best campaigns I've played. It's a shame that this game didn't make it. The multiplayer is still fun.
Do I look like a bloody animal? But if it is true,
Just sneak up on him. What's up, homeboy?
we're advised to discard any weapon.
The beauty of the PC is just the clarity. And again, the Sony as a monitor, just no compromise in terms of how things look and being able to have all the same features you have during normal operation. Well, that looks familiar. Looks a lot like Modern Warfare, doesn't it? In fairness, Halo Reach did that first anyway, so. But good looking game. Now we'll be doing a video of the 950H versus the 900E with titles like GTA 5. But I want to show Titanfall. I will always show this game. Love this game. Love this franchise. I really hope it comes back. And for those of you familiar with Apex Legends, this is where the engine's from. Alright, moving on.
That helo does not bode well.
Now, a game that really needs a remaster on console is Battlefield 4. Launch title for the Xbox One. It did not look great on the Xbox One, but the multiplayer is amazing on Battlefield 4. I would love to see that come back as a remaster. The PC version of this game is still unreal looking and rivals anything you see today. Look at that detail, just the water spilling. So when you see people that talk about PC Master Race, this is why. This game is actually pretty old now. You've had Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 5, or Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, and this game still looks unreal. This is also the game that made me realize when I first got an Xbox One how disappointing it actually was, as it looked awful on Xbox One. I wish they would have updated it. The multiplayer was fun as heck though. Now the campaigns in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 were decent, but the set pieces were amazing. Battlefield 3 was a huge demo for gaming for a while. Like I said, look at the detail. The beach scene in this game is incredible.
Contact the stairs. Go, go, go!
Battlefield has always had just a more realistic feel to it. Oh. Well, a gorgeous game. And why am I showing you these games? Simply because we're talking about using them as PC monitors. Get out of here. When you're going to use them as PC monitors, you don't want to be limited by your settings. You spend the money on a GPU and a rig. You want to be able to have a monitor that actually display, you know, the settings, and you don't want to compromise on picture quality because your display can't properly display or have a lot to see. So, for me, that's why, you know, having it as a monitor is important, that you have all the settings in place. And you're not limited to a preset where you can't change the settings however you like them. And to me, that's where Sony really excels. You're not limited to a computer preset. Anyway, that's a quick peek at Battlefield 4.
Hey, what you about?
Now you're quickly looking at Spec Ops The Line, which was a console game in 2012. And we talk about the beauty, get rid of those lines real quick, talk about the beauty of backwards compatibility for PS5 and the Xbox One X and Series X, is to be able to go back and play a game from 2012 in native 4K and see that guy's fade looking great. Just what that beauty is, going back and be able to play older titles and enjoy ones that you loved in a higher resolution and really see what the director intended. The character model is definitely older, but if you look at his forearms, you look at the detail of the character, these games are so fun to go back and play. For me, the biggest reason to get a PC was to go back and play some of the games that I enjoyed on 360 and well, not so much the PS3 because they're still exclusive until now. Horizon Zero Dawn will be on PC. But to go back and play these games on PC is amazing. And my favorite aspect of PC is going back with more muscle and enjoying some titles that were gorgeous on 360 but can fully realize how beautiful they are now. Spec Ops The Line. Short game, but going back and playing these games, these hidden gems like this for like $4 or $5 is awesome.
Follow me. Sounds like Agent Daniels is enjoying his stay. I can't wait.
Spec Ops The Line.
What needs fixing?
The game that needs a remaster more than any of these is Dead Space. Visceral Games, basically Event Horizon in game form. Such an underrated title. I'll actually do a game list of remasters that we definitely need. This is without a doubt one of them. What makes Dead Space so amazing is it took the Resident Evil over-the-shoulder gameplay and pushed it forward. There is no HUD in the game. Everything is on his body. That his life bar is on the back of his suit. We'll do a full walkthrough of this game sometime. But for OLED fans, no HUD is what we want. Yeah, I got it. Gotta work on the sensitivity of moving around. But there's the Ishimura there. Reminds me so much of Event Horizon.
And is now the oldest service with 62 years of continuous service. It holds the record for highest number of planet cracks, with 34 to date, and highest deadweight of refined product at 14 trillion kilotons and counting. Whether you'll be joining us or be...
But just consider how old these games are and how good they look on PC. 4K, 60 FPS, only because the display is limited to that. Gorgeous game. Gorgeous at the time, but to go back and play it like this is amazing. I would love to have this as a remaster for the new PlayStation and the Xbox.
Taking a lot of damage.
The transistors off.
Definitely was a scary game as well. Sci-fi horror.
As he's be flowing again.
Later in the series, they turned more action-oriented.
What the hell was that?
Automatic quarantine of the truck from the filtration system restarted. Everybody relaxed.
Things get real messy in that room in a second.
What was that?
Not sure.
Look at how clean this game is.
I don't know. Something's in the room with us.
Jesus! Open fire! Open fire! Get the power!
Come on. Come on. Got it.
moving! Get that out of there!
The door's unlocked! Run!
From this point on, you're pretty much just left alone. Whoa! Gotta remember how to play.
Run, Isaac! Get the hell out of there!
Trying, girl. Trying. Moving on. That escape back. Jesus. Anyway, amazing game. Witcher 3. Beautiful immersive world. With games like this, you also realize why so many in the PC community could care less about HDR on their monitors. Try and get rid of that banding a little bit. Really beautiful game. Another all-time favorite, Alan Wake. I really gotta go back and play these games. But again, a very old title. Look how clean that is on PC. Nice tweed coat. Definitely have to do a remaster. What is needed on remasters?
What the hell was that?
This is backwards compatible on Xbox One X. It's no problem. It's just so dark. From last I checked, it was unplayable. The game still looks tremendous.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way.
Very
across.
immersive title.
I didn't even want to look at the water.
Now we'll finish this with my absolute favorite, the original BioShock. Unfortunately, the black level was wreaking havoc on my camera. Alright, that's better. Greatest games ever made. Again, older title in 4K on PC. Absolutely love the world of BioShock. Second one was okay. BioShock Infinite was very interesting. But the first BioShock just has that wonderment that we're always talking about in films and in first games. It's one of my favorite scenes in all of gaming is going to happen right here. Even seeing this on a 360 was amazing. There goes the plane I landed in. Just incredible game. Just look at that. Beautiful. So cool. And keep in mind how old this game is. You know, 2007. Maybe even older. Definitely do a playthrough.
So stuck up here. I'll show you what.
The steampunk vibe. Come on, boy.
Tell Ryan I'm sorry. I won't do it I didn't mean to hurt you. Come on. I just want to.
I've got a family. I need to get them out of here.
Amazing game.
Splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe. I know you must feel.
Now those playing on a monitor, their IPS monitor that is smaller, obviously the pixel density will make that look amazing, but the blacks on a VA panel, full array, the image, especially even at these 49-inch sizes, you have the pixel density of a monitor merely, and just have the black level that an IPS panel cannot achieve.
No one will be there to save this phone. Gosh, Mommy's gone. And Judy too. Wait.
What's up, girl?
Plasma's changed everything. They destroyed our bodies, our minds. We couldn't handle it. Best friends butchering one another. Babies strangled in cribs. The whole city went to hell.
Alright guys, that is the PC monitor capabilities of the Sony X950H. Excellent all around. For me, it's just fun to show you some old PC titles, but most of the information was in the beginning of the video. I hope everybody is doing well. Thank you as always. I will see you in the comments, and hopefully you guys played or have enjoyed some of these classic titles on PC. but just showing you the importance of a display having the PC capabilities to show the games as they're meant to be seen, while still having the text in order to actually use it as a working PC monitor for workflow and productivity. All right, guys, take care.